Let's talk about the case of Brian Kelly. Because as we speak, Brian Kelly has been dismissed, aka fired. I love how for some people they say dismissed, for some people they say fired. He got fired as the head coach from the LSU Tigers. It was almost uniform that when we heard that Brian Kelly was going to be the head coach for the LSU Tigers, I don't know too many people that thought this was going to work. Not only does Brian Kelly have sort of a checkered past when we talk about college football as a coach, but you're coming from Notre Dame. Notre Dame is not LSU, and that's no disrespect to Notre Dame. You're going from a school that has no conference to the SEC. I'm not saying that Brian Kelly is a bad coach, but fit matters. Expectations also plays a huge part. You go from Notre Dame to LSU, expectation is to win, especially when you have the record that Brian Kelly has. Again, I'm not saying that he's a bad coach. He's an exceptional coach when you just look at his record. But you're going to SEC. You're going to the SEC, and you had some success at Notre Dame. You're expecting that and more because there's more resources. It's easier to recruit in the SEC. You're expected to do more. Not to mention, if you want to even go micro, coming into the season, LSU had a top 5 recruiting class. You would think that LSU would be in prime position to compete for a national championship. Now, as we speak, I think they have 3 losses, which means not only are they not winning anything in the SEC, they're not even going to the college football playoffs. It's pretty much a done deal. You had a Heisman winner in Jaden Daniels. I don't even think they made the college football playoffs right here. There are some faults with Brian Kelly. It doesn't seem like he takes accountability as the head coach a lot. On top of that, and the last thing I'm going to say, or be careful. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not even going to say be careful. When you try to take this control everything CEO approach, you better make sure that pays off. I'm not saying that you don't try it. I'm not saying that you don't do it, but Brian Kelly tried to walk in with a stone hammer, tried to make everything the way that he wanted. And it's his program essentially, but that might work in Notre Dame if you're not winning. That doesn't work at LSU, bro.